Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I guess this is part 2 of what is probably gonna become a moving series, to be honest, at this point, everybody. I haven't picked up my vlog camera in quite a while. I've been in like vlogging limbo. I really wanted to kind of start this video, the second part, properly, and I was hoping that I would have a house announcement by part 2, and honestly I don't, and it's been tricky kind of finding things to vlog that are worth filming, if that makes any sense at all. I've got to the point now where there's not too much that I can actually do, and I've got no updates at this stage either, everybody. So I thought, you know what, I've got a few things I want to do from my to-do list today. Let's just pick up the vlog camera and take you with me, and who knows, by the end of part 2's vlog I might have a house update for you, so keep your fingers crossed. What's happened since the last time I filmed? I took a lot of time off actually, because I had a wisdom tooth extraction for 2 teeth, and it was a really difficult healing process. I got temporary jaw lock for a little while, which was really fun, obviously, as a singer, and it meant I had to take a lot of time off performing and teaching, and so vlogging and chatting to the camera were just literally out of the question. I did not have the energy to do that while I was healing, but I am back now, everybody, back to it. Back to kind of looking for homes online as well. For rental properties, there is not much out there that's even worth phoning estate agents about to arrange a viewing, let alone actually going to view. For whatever reason, they're just not suitable. So here's the things I'm kind of looking for in a house, I guess. Personally, I would prefer a character property because, again, it's similar to what I'm living in now. So I guess a character property is number 1. That's a preference, but not something that I would not be flexible on if the right property came along, I guess. I've been very blessed with space here, and it's kind of quirky space as well. Like, you can see behind me that the ceilings have like the beams and things that go in and out, so this place has been difficult to get furniture into, but I also kind of like the challenge of that and finding things that fit in the right places and making my own furniture work in different ways. So I guess what I'm looking for is space or quirky space, something that's got a little bit of interest to it. My third thing is definitely a garden for Luna. I really don't want to compromise on that this time, because when I moved in here I didn't have Luna because she's only turned 3 this year, so it would be really nice to have a garden that I could just let her out into, which is not what I have here. And yeah, it would just make my life a lot easier, honestly. And honestly for Molly as well, because since she had her surgery earlier this year, she is like a different cat. She has a new lease on life, and she's been going outside consistently every day, and it seems a real shame to take that away from her, because I honestly thought she'd kind of condemned herself to being an indoor cat out of protest when I got Luna, and recently she's just proved me wrong. So she's obviously feeling healthier and well enough to venture outside, and yeah, I just want to keep that for her if at all possible. And then I guess my third thing is another thing I've been spoilt for here, and that is kind of like scenic dog walks and village lifestyle. I prefer kind of slower country living. I'm not built for town or city lifestyles. I am very much a country girl at heart in every way. So we continue to search, and I guess where I'm at today is I have a few odds and sods to do around the house, particularly upstairs. I managed to persuade my dad to help me take down lots of the, I don't know what the word is, like fixtures, I guess, over the weekend. So like I said, the curtains are gone. As you can see, the curtain rail has come down, and like the bathroom mirror, for example, has come down, and various other things. Basically anything that had wall plugs as well, he's helped me to remove, because some of them I just couldn't get out. I managed to get everything down, but not necessarily out of the wall. So he helped me do a bit of DIY over the weekend, and now I want to deal with the aftermath of that, because the rooms are looking very holy and need filling in and painting over in a couple of places as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna be filling some holes today. How exciting, everybody. And then I'll see what time I have left today and what else is left to do. this is such a silly little thing, but this is a moving hack that I've kind of found for myself this time moving. I've moved so many times and I literally can't believe I've never done this because it's so simple. But I've got all the fixtures like labelled in a little baggie. Like this one's bathroom mirror screws, and what have I got? These are the hooks that I had my hats hanging on, if you remember my big like long line of hats. And these are all the bookcase shelving fixtures. I don't know what you call those, but that's what they are. These are for the IKEA shelf that I have above my window, or had above my window. These are for the clothes rail that I had up in my hallway. And what are these ones? That was my curtain rail. And honestly, how easy is that going to be when I get to the next house to figure out what goes with what, instead of me just chucking it all in a pot and hoping for the best at the other end? Like, genius. Oh, it's so hot today. My hair is like getting fluffier as the day goes on, but never mind. I have a bit more time than I thought I was going to have today, and that didn't take as long either as I thought it was going to. So I actually had an IKEA box delivery, I think yesterday, which is a big one, which is, it's not that size when it's broken down, but basically all these baskets in here I've been kind of ordering on a gradual basis because they're not the cheapest, but I think they look really effective. And also I was umming and ahhing over whether I wanted to get some more drawers or like more baskets or whatever, but I have 4 baskets ordered and ready to assemble. And then honestly, I'm really chuffed because this box is pretty big, and I'm going to keep it for all the big picture frames that I couldn't get packed in the last vlog because I didn't have a box big enough. So yay, 2 birds with 1 stone. And I just thought I'll assemble all the baskets because even though it's like more stuff to move, in a way it's easier because then I don't have to pack the clothes that are in those little cubbies, and I can just move the baskets instead. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do now, everybody, and I may as well just time-lapse the building or something like that to give you a little bit more content today. Let's just make a pact while I do this to ignore the state that these 4 little compartments are in. That's why I need the baskets to organize them, because they are a mess. Ta-da! Baskets. These are, I think they're called the water hyacinth baskets or something like that, but I love them. They look really natural, and I like to bring a bit of nature into my room. I think it kind of goes with my aesthetic. But yeah, that's the 4 boxes, and they look tiny, but actually they're a really good size and they fit a lot inside them. So I'm gonna put them together. Ta-da! Basket number 4 complete. It actually took me so long, I don't know why. Well, actually the first 2 took me ages and the second 2 didn't feel like they did. I guess I found my flow. Do you know what I love IKEA, but they put an extra screw or nail or whatever into whatever piece of furniture you're building, and then I just have 4 redundant screws now that I don't know what to do with. So I mean, I guess I'll keep them, you never know. But yeah, it got incredibly warm up here while I was filming that time lapse, and also down the road they've started up some really loud building works, which I'm hoping I'm picking up on camera, but I honestly don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to work up here because it's getting a bit much with the heat and the noise. So I'm going to do this quick. I'm not going to fold these yet, I'll fold them in later, but just to kind of show you the finished thing. Down here I've got, these are shorts and leggings, mostly for teaching. Molly, you're being really naughty. There are boxes and lots of cardboard bits around, and honestly that is Molly's absolute dream. So yeah, I'm going to work fast to get it all in place, and honestly she's going to be devastated that I'm doing this because she's been sleeping on top of my clothes at the moment, and Oh, I hate that I've done it like that, guys, but I'm gonna fold them. I'm gonna fold them in a minute off camera because I can't bear it. Can't bear them in there like that. That was t-shirts. This is sweatshirts and long sleeves, which can retire for the summer, honestly, because it's boiling. And these are just a mess. These keep falling down the back and oh god. Oh no, they can't go in like that. I'm gonna have to fold some things. But I bought this unit secondhand, by the way, and all the baskets are new, and it's been a godsend. You know what, I'm just gonna leave them out and I'll show you the full effect first, and then I'll sort my life out later. And then that was long sleeves, I think I said that. And then last one is literally dedicated to dungarees, because yes, I am that person. And these ones are actually quite nicely folded anyway. So I'm gonna try and keep them folded as I put them in. But this unit, it's been a dream because my stuff has been in a tiny chest of drawers for like, I don't know, 15 years. So having it all organised in individual compartments has been great. There we go. Ta-da! This is what it looks like. And yes, I know these are wonky, these drawers, but it wasn't my fault. The whole room goes downhill just a tiny bit. And actually, if you give the whole unit a push, they straighten up. So when I move, maybe it'll look straight. Anyway, that's it, everybody. How you like? Yeah, the building work is definitely going to get to me, and it's ridiculous because it's probably not even picking up on camera, but I can hear it. And it's very hot up here, so I can't close any of the windows, but downstairs it's a bit cooler and I can kind of barricade myself in against the noise a little bit. So I think I'm going to do that, everybody, and call it a day. And the next clip, hopefully, I might have a bit more of an update for you, but this vlog's going to be kind of itty-bitty splices of tasks and different moving things from my to-do list. And yeah, I'll just try and do my best to pick the camera up and take you along with me, basically. I genuinely have no idea when I last picked up the camera, so it could have been a day, it could have been a week. It's definitely not been a day, I know that. But anyway, today is June 1st, so happy June. That means we are creeping that much closer to the move out date and have nowhere to move out to yet, but that's okay, we're gonna get there. And hopefully by the end of this video I will have an update for you, like I said, but at the moment there's nothing changed. But anyway, we're trying not to think about that today because today's plans are super exciting. Not. I'm actually heading to the dump with my dad, so I'm just waiting on him to bring the van around to the back of the house so that we can load up, because he has a small van, but it's still bigger in capacity in the back to loading up my car. So that's probably the best way to get the most stuff out of here. So I think at the moment it's just getting really cluttered in here with stuff that I've hauled out of the cellar and tried to clear up but haven't cleared up. It's just not salvageable, a lot of it, because it was so damp down there. It's like literally ruined beyond repair or beyond selling or restoring or whatever. So yeah, unfortunately it's going to be quite a large dump trip. Don't think I'm going to be able to film much at the dump, but I just thought I'd hop on and give you a little update because it's obviously been a while since I picked up the vlog. Anyway, everybody, I guess I'm off to the dump. Oh my gosh, where have you been? Have you come out of the cellar? Oh, kitty cat, you're filthy. Oh, Molly. So this is the mountain of stuff that's going to the dump today. Should clear a fair bit of space. Amazing dump run vlog footage. It's been a couple of days since I last picked up my vlog. I think the last thing I filmed was probably a trip to the dump. That wasn't even a very long filming day really, because my granddad came over and I just didn't get very far with vlogging, but never mind. It's a new day, obviously. I have a day off today, so I am back to it. But also, there's a house I've just phoned an estate agent about today, so I'm waiting to hear back from her. And in the meantime, I'm hoping to get out into the garden. I keep looking up here because I'm looking out the window. Today is the one day this week that I'm off and it's not meant to rain, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but it's actually a bit overcast out there at the moment. And yeah, it's a funny day. The sun keeps coming out and then going in and whatever, but I don't think I'm gonna get wet, so I'm gonna cross my fingers and go up to the garden because I want to investigate the plant situation up there and see what I can bring basically to the new house, assuming that it's quite an imminent move now, obviously that we're into June, and yeah, deadlines are looming, so I'm just ticking things off my list basically. Ooh, this is a very aesthetic background. Why have I never filmed up here before? How nice. It kind of looks like I'm superimposed over rooftops, but I promise I'm not. So I'm in my garden, but my garden's actually up very high. It's like essentially up 2 floors. It's hard to explain, but this roof here is where I live. So I live in the top part of this house, so it's very high. That is a 3-story house, and when I say I'm looking for a house with a garden, I do have a garden, but I would prefer an attached garden for Luna's sake, because Luna will not step foot on the stairs to come up here. As a puppy we carried her up, and now she's terrified because the steps are very steep. They don't have barriers of any sort, so they're open on either side. She probably thinks she's gonna fall to her death. Obviously I would be watching her when she came up here anyway, but that she doesn't even come near the steps because she's too scared to come up here, like trembling legs, genuine fear, bless her heart. So yeah, it's not ideal. So every time she needs to go out, it's like a tour around the village while she says hi to everybody, and it's a very long process. So yeah, to have an attached garden would be a delight, everybody. So anyway, let's get on with what I came up here to do. So I'm not gonna, maybe I'll show you this before I leave, but I'm not inclined to show you this garden today because of the state it's in. Normally I'm pretty good at maintaining it, especially like spring, summer, because I quite like gardening. I'd say I'm quite green fingered really, but since I found out that I'm gonna have to move, I've kind of let the garden just go to waste. So what I want to do is assess what's still up here, what's living, what's growing, what's come back after last summer, and get it into pots. Let me show you what I've got. Well, actually, let me investigate what we've got. Okay, so first of all, this is what I'm talking about when I say there's very steep steps leading up here, and there's another set down there as well, which are even steeper and more rickety. So that's why Luna boycotts this place. And then when you first come into the garden, you have these out of control lavender bushes, which I would love to take one of these, at least one, if not both, with me. But in order to get them out, I think I'm gonna have to cut back this lavender, which is a real shame because it's just starting to come out and smell amazing. But I might just harvest it all and bundle it in the house for now. I think that's possibly what I definitely will do, actually. And I might try and retrieve this one because it's kind of in the way of the path. These flowers are thriving, but I did not plant them. They are essentially weeds, but beautiful weeds. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do, get out a lavender bush, because look, I can't even get past the lavender bush up the stair. So yeah, that's plan one. I'm just gonna check behind this gate, because this gate should be attached to the fence, but there was a huge windstorm and it hasn't been there since. So I've got some like garden ornaments up here. This used to be a clog that I brought back from Amsterdam, but now looks like it unfortunately needs to go to the dump. There's a bowl of succulents back here, which seem to be doing really well actually. I don't know if you can see it over the tree. There we go. There is a flower. Oh, it's really hard to focus it actually. There's too much going on, but a couple of these are flowering, so that whole thing can be fished out. That likes the shade, weirdly, that succulent. It doesn't seem to like the sun, so I'll rescue that in a minute. And then along this garden wall, more has survived than I was anticipating. A little bit of a bit here that hasn't gone as well, but some of this I literally only put in last year and it's doing really well. So this is rosemary, and this is not buried very deep at all, because although this wall looks deep, it's actually a very shallow little bit of earth in here. So I'm actually amazed that's doing as well as it is. So I'm going to rescue the rosemary. Little feather, thank you. I'm going to rescue this if I can, or at least some of this. I think this is lemon time, and I know that because I can smell the lemon when I rub it. This is, I get confused by this one. This might be oregano, but I obviously don't use it, so I'm going by appearance here. Oh, actually that might be oregano. What are you? I do not know. But this huge bush is sage, and I did not do anything to this sage after it was planted, and it just thrives. It thrives every year. And sometimes my mum cuts some and makes what do you call them, like smudge sticks, if anybody knows, like sage smudge sticks, and she dries it out and bundles it up with some other herbs and stuff up here. So she is more than welcome to do that, but I might try and dig up a small section of it and see, and just see really. This is, or was, thyme. It's not looking super healthy, so that's a shame. Nothing survived over here. There was a giant mint plant in here, which is a real shame, and I dug that out about a week ago, the roots and stuff, because I thought the pot might come in handy because it's big. So I'm thinking that could be a pot for one of the lavenders, which is great. And then this is dire. This was a built up wooden flower bed, and the wood collapsed over the winter, so now it's like a landslide of dirt. I'm not proud of this, everybody. But I did pull some weeds, but they are coming back, so I'm going to get the rest of those out today. But a couple of things survived over here, and I'm chuffed because I thought pretty much nothing would. I think this is a poker, but I don't know what kind. But that I kind of de-weeded. There's some weeds underneath it still that I need to get rid of, but that is definitely savable. And then over here, I don't know what these were, but they have obviously died. This tiny little sprig here, I hope it's focused, yes it is, that is mint, and it lived, and I don't know why it's there because the pot that it was in is all the way over there. So that is excellent. And then this one next to it, this one is a fuchsia, as is that little sprig back there. And I had two kinds of fuchsias in here. I had this kind of purple and white one that actually my uncle, I don't know if he bought it or gave me a cutting from his in his garden, but it was definitely up here. But there was also like the hardy red kind as well, and I'm thinking that's probably what that is. But either way, I'm going to save it and bring it. And then I am so proud of this one surviving. Good for you, plant. This is a raspberry bush, and I am so chuffed because I thought it was dead. Absolutely was convinced it wasn't up here anymore. So yeah, that is everything I've got to dig up. Really not liking the look of the sky over there. It's not supposed to rain today, but the sky kind of says otherwise, so I'm going to work as quick as I can and we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm just back over here for a second. I'm going to get some pots together, but I forgot to say I also have a hydrangea down by my front door already in a big pot, which is excellent because it's just occurred to me that everything I put into pots up here I have to be able to carry down. So that's going to be fun, but I don't really have much choice because all the dirt's up here as well to be able to put in the pots. So I think I'm just gonna have to suck it up, to be honest. But it's very buggy up here, and apparently I'm particularly delicious to bugs and mosquitoes and God knows what else. So I've just run and got one of these. This is a citronella bracelet. It smells horrible, absolutely disgusting. I was gonna wear it as a bracelet, and then I realized I'm gonna put gardening gloves on, so I don't really know where to put it now, but I might just kind of lace it around my dungarees because I'm hoping I won't get bitten today, because I've already been bitten a few times and it's not even proper summer yet, which is ridiculous. So pray for me, everybody, and let's get gardening. Ta-da! Tiny mint plant. Hello. Oh hi, sorry. Yes it is. Perfect, that would be brilliant. Thank you so much. Perfect, thank you. Take care. Bye. Interesting development for the day, everybody. I just got a phone call that a house that I looked at online is available to view at 3 o'clock today. So I've got a couple of hours still, but that's exciting because I wasn't expecting them to say yes about today. I was kind of calling on the off chance this morning that because I had a day off they might be able to give me a viewing. So yeah, keep your fingers crossed because this one I personally feel is pretty promising. So more later on that, but I guess I better keep gardening for now. Right, going in for the raspberry plants. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. That whole thing there is the fuchsia that has those 2 tiny sprigs on. That took me ages. That's insane. Okay everybody, I think this is the extent of the rescue. So I've got some very unhappy looking sage. Lavender came out in a bigger clump than I was expecting. I was literally just trying for this little bit that I'd snipped down, but apparently that was all one root. Rosemary couldn't wait to be rescued, it's really chuffed. Fuchsia, I literally didn't have a bigger pot, and that is, I'll see how that fares basically. Hydrangea that was already down here, mint, raspberries, lemon thyme, and this was my blueberry plant that I brought home a few vlogs ago, and it's just thriving. So yeah, it means we don't have to start from square one in a garden at the other end. Okay, time got away from me and it's actually almost time to leave to go and view the house the estate agent called about, so I'm hurrying. Just taking an allergy tablet because hay fever is kicking my butt after being up there in the garden, and yeah, fingers crossed this house is good. Okay, so I've been feeling really guilty that I left you in suspense after that last clip, which is absolutely ridiculous when you think about it, because when I edit this and splice it together, it's going to be like a 3-second wait for you guys. But in real time, it's been 2.5 weeks since I ran off to go and look at that property. And that is because, announcement everybody, I actually know where I'm going to be moving now, and it is the property that I looked at on that date, which is very, very exciting. It's a gorgeous character property. It's got a garden for Luna and Molly to go out into. It's a very quirky space, and yes, there are some beautiful walks nearby, or so I have been assured by the landlady who I got to meet, and who's very, very kind and lovely. But here is the catch. The landlady is a teacher, and she is unable to move because she's actually moving abroad, but she's unable to move until the end of the school year, which isn't until mid-July. So today, I'm looking at my phone to check the date, but today is June 19th as I'm filming this. My original moving out date was June 23rd, so as you can see, my life is in boxes in anticipation of that. And yeah, the new moving out date is July 24th. So it's another month basically of waiting, another month of kind of trying to live out of boxes and putting the rest of the packing on hold, because if I pack anything else, honestly, there is going to be nothing left in this house to do or watch or eat off of or eat, because all the food will be in boxes. So I'm going to put this vlog on pause now, everybody, and then pick it up in July for a part 3, which will actually be the moving day vlog, which is very exciting and obviously what we've all been waiting for. This has been kind of a bitty vlog, but I'm hoping the next one won't be, because obviously now I know where I'm going and things can start happening, and it's very exciting. So let me know if there's anything in particular you would like to see, probably more so for a kind of settling in vlog at the other end, because a moving vlog is, it's a moving vlog, there's only so much you can film, everybody. But nevertheless, I will try my best to vlog that day so that this series can continue. But yeah, just a pre-warning that that definitely isn't going to come out until the end of July, or to be honest, early August, if I'm being realistic with the organisation and everything at the other end. But in between now and then, obviously I have a month, and I am going to resume kind of my normal sort of seasonal singing content, everybody. So make sure you are subscribed to this channel for all of that. Give this video a big thumbs up. Like I said, subscribe if you haven't already. All that jazz, you know the drill, everybody. And I will see you in my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.